What game would you want to exist? What game would cause you to not play any other games because it's so good?
Oh,
that's another question, I guess. But
that's too much.
Just to keep ramping up.
Well, what game do I want right now?
Okay, sure. Let's just start with what game do you wish exists?
Mario Party. A new
Mario Party. That's a damn good idea. I didn't. No, there will be one.
There probably will be one. I hope they don't adopt the Mario Party 9 strategy of everybody on the same bus moving to the spaces.
Yeah.
That just completely wrecked it for me.
You know what I would like to see? The last Mario Party. Just call it Mario Party and endless expansions. And so the minigame collection just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. But
that would be a moneymaker if they had downloadable content for it.
If it was just like buy a new pack of minigames for $10, I'd be there every single time. We'd only play it like once a month, but I'd be there every single time.
It's a great game for when everyone's around.
Yeah. And even with if they wanted to experiment with different like mechanics for the boards, we saw it in like Mario Party, was it 8 in the Wii? Like you had the real estate one.
Yeah.
And,
it was different.
Like all the different, we always played the real estate one. I can't remember the other ones. It was just a lot of fun. It was a weird it was a weird, spin on it. And you can keep doing that. Even the crappy Mario Party 9 mode of you're all together rolling down a track, they hit one board.
Yes, not the entire game.
No, like we want competitive Mario Party. We want to get drunk and do stupid things in Mario Party.
Mario Party great.
Exactly, and putting the computers onto hard when you only have 3 guys or something, and having them win the game because they're really actually hard. Yeah, Mario Party is a good choice for sure. That would be high up on my list. I wish I'd thought of that for sure. I guess there's not much to talk about with it either.
What about you? Just for a generic game, not a generic makes you quit everything and start playing.
Well, this game would make me probably quit most things, and I'd be super into it. Is that an open world Pokemon game that starts with the original 150 in Kanto, but Kanto's like remodeled into the world from Red and Blue, remodeled into like a full basically.
So basically, if they took Breath of the Wild's mechanics or core and put Pokemon into it basically. And
I would love to see that you have different regions the way Destiny does, like it's different regions, how it's like kind of seamless. You go from one place to another, but you're actually loading a new server. That kind of thing I think would work really cool. You could go in, say there's another, I don't know, you and 9 other players in a server, and you can see and challenge people to battles or trades or whatever.
It seems a really good idea. They could still restrict areas, like you have to unlock them.
Yeah, exactly.
Just like the classic Pokemon stuff.
Level,
you can't go through.
Badges, you have to collect a certain amount of badges, which would be associated to your player level. Bikes, there's tons of different mechanics. The same with like Breath of the Wild has. You could even have a stamina bar for climbing. Like it could be really big and cool. Like say Zapdos is on the top of some steep mountain, and you have to gain your stamina in order to climb up and challenge it, and then you exit the regular server and go into your own because it's just a single player legendary thing, right?
Yeah,
it's super easy kind of thing to do that. A lot of games do that, and by super easy I mean I have no idea how you do that technically, but people have done things, and so I'm sure it's possible.
In regards to that though, to put a damper on it, I don't think they'll do anything that way.
I don't
especially
think it would ever
with
exist.
Pokemon out there right now.
It's too easy to make simpler ones that make a lot of money.
Yeah.
I don't think they'd be that ambitious. But it could be one another. I'd pay a subscription, like World of Warcraft type fee for a game like that. I would be so into it, and I'd probably forget a lot of other games. Maybe they don't want to. Nintendo would be competing with itself at that point. But that would get me giving them $13 a month or something, whatever that would cost.
What my dream for the future would be an MMO RPG VR. Like full VR.
Plug me in.
And you can plug in.
Hook my veins up and just let me stay there.
No, with like an exercise machine or something.
Oh, yeah.
And once they perfect it in a way that you don't have cords coming out of your head and you have to sit on a chair or you're going to fall over kind of thing. And you can actually move on like a treadmill or a bike or something and get you into the actual game where moving around is exercise.
And one-to-one motions and everything.
Kind of stuff like that. I think
that's
do that
coming.
for a couple hours a day, then you get your exercise while you're at it.
I think that's honestly coming. I think we're gonna eventually see people set up essentially like either virtual reality rooms or augmented reality rooms where you have like projectors or whatever.
They've got there's a company in Australia when I was there that does like they have full warehouses.
Oh, I meant
they have the whole warehouse and you're wearing the gear, VR gear.
Okay.
And you move around inside the warehouse, everything's tracked.
So it's
and you are in
basically.
Yeah.
But is it actually full visual or do you see
full visual. You got a screen.
But you don't see the real.
You don't see anything else.
Oh, that's cool.
It actually worked well, but you need it on a small scale.
Yeah.
And you need it so you don't have to remortgage your house.
You basically need a room with a big hamster ball in it. And you can it's just got sensors, so you're not hooked up to the hamster ball in any way.
That's the other thing. Yeah, you need to be able to get all wireless and stuff. You don't want cords everywhere. And the other thing is, I think there's problems with people's perception falling over right now on movement. So
they're weak. They're just you gotta
figure
old,
it out.
We're probably gonna be terrible at it.
Oh, we're gonna be terrible. By the time it comes out for us, we'll be terrible.
Yeah, probably just these 50-year-olds falling down and breaking hips and shit.
I'll get the padded hamster ball.
Yeah. There's definitely gonna be safety concerns, but hey, if Nintendo can include wrist straps on the Wii remotes, I'm sure we can figure it out.
Fully augmented reality hamster ball, Pokemon.
Oh yeah. I've already got my Pokeball.
Never see it again.
It's nice and soft. You're not gonna get hurt. Yeah, I think that's gonna come, and we're gonna have. I could see the living room disappearing. People don't have the need. Well, maybe for hosting, but like the TV centric living room, I could see going away, and now we just have like maybe smaller sitting rooms for like social gatherings, and like instead of having an office, we just have a VR/AR augmented reality room instead, and you just go in there and you can do it for work. You've got every surface is a work surface, and all of, manipulate a table to have whatever you need on it, and of course games will be all I do.
The table idea, manipulating that's on its way.
Yeah,
but I don't know about anything else though yet.
Yeah, tables. I don't know. Maybe it already exists and I just haven't looked into it. But I think someone should really capitalize on like a board game, virtual table basically, that you can just set.
You get it, and you get all the games.
Yeah, and then game publishers put out their games virtually.
Yeah.
I don't know. You'd probably have to like ship it with tablets or something, so you can have your own hand or whatever, your deck or whatever you need in your hand for private stuff. But it could be expensive, I guess, to get going, but I can see that being as display technology becomes cheaper and cheaper. I mean, right now we have a whole cabinet full of board games and we don't even have that many. Imagine how cool it would be to have a collection, and profitable for these companies that make games where it's like, oh, I want a new game, I'll just download a board game.
You get higher sales.
Yeah, I think you'd have way higher sales.
You'd have people, you can go online on a tablet or whatever it is and browse it. Yeah. Download the next one. It's just like a Kindle.
You could even have a demo.
Kindle for board games, and then you're not going to the board game store all the time or browsing, or I guess Amazon's got a whole bunch.
It's getting pretty easy. Another business or another store out of business that needs to be there as a board game store. That's true. That's already gone with the internet when it comes down to it, in a lot of ways. Have you been in any toy stores lately?
I've been in board games.
Yeah?
Yeah.
There's one just here in Langley called Toy Traders.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. It's just a cool place to walk around. They've got like stuff from movie sets and random crap hanging from the ceiling.
That would be cool.
It's definitely worth just walking around. They've got board games there and like Lego action figures, all the stuff you could ever want and don't need. Pretty much. Yeah, now you've got me thinking about other games that I want to exist now that Mario Party is one just kind of out of left field for me. Definitely get that Smash Bros on the Switch. We already know that's coming.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's coming.
So I don't need to worry about that. I think E3 that'll be announced. Probably out. I could see it being out by the end of the year. Now that games have a way quicker turnaround time between.
I wonder how they'll play that on the Switch. Like, will you be playing on your tablet individually?
Yeah.
Or will you?
I hope you can just Wi-Fi it so that you can like sit in a movie theater and play a Smash round. Like the way I imagine us one day playing Rocket League, even though no one brings their Switch to a movie theater. And we don't need to sit in a movie
tried
theater.
Playing the Rocket League Switch in full tablet mode with the controls and stuff. It's not. No, I just can't do the same things that I could because you're supporting the weight of the screen too.
You need a good,
if you're able to put it down and you can use your controller, sure.
Yeah, you need a good neck brace that just holds the Switch out in front of your face.
Just walk around like that.
Yeah, just walking around. Exactly. And then you just hold your controller in your hand and you don't have to worry about it. Although those grips that I have make it way better. I have these big handles on my Switch for the Joy-Cons.
Yeah.
And took forever to get here. It took like 4 weeks from China. But they're good. I haven't used them in probably a month now.
That might make it better, yeah.
Yeah. The sticks are still really tiny though, and the buttons aren't in the same place, and the triggers
I just want something you can
awkward.
snap. Well, like I've seen a couple. There's like 3D printed ones where you can just basically snap it on.
Yeah. Yeah, well, mine's like just snap-on one, but it's really brittle.
Doesn't it cover it covers the sticks or no?
It covers it has two pieces basically, and it clamshells onto it.
Oh, okay. So it isn't actually changing the original Joy-Con.
Nope.
Oh, okay.
No, completely. All the buttons are free and accessible. All the thing it changes is it's harder to slide them on and off because the little button in the back is sort of in the plastic.
Yeah.
They should have made that hole a bit bigger. Maybe they didn't because it would fall apart. I don't know. I could probably make it a bit bigger, bigger. Just get a drill and make that hole bigger. But I don't want to take them off because they feel little tabs are kind of brittle and I don't want to break them.
It's been on there for a while now.
Yeah. Okay. So those games would be cool. Oh, I would also like a Destiny that doesn't suck. I hope.
I think we discussed that.
I hope that comes because I do want to get back into it. I think it'd be really fun. Unfortunately, I think we need a new crew.
Give me another Star Wars game.
Yes, that's something.
Give me a Star Wars
RPG
RPG or adventure.
Did you play SWTOR?
KOTOR?
SWTOR.
No.
Apparently, it's free now.
That was the full MMO one.
Yeah.
No, I didn't get into that one because I heard it sucked.
Yeah, I don't own a PC. That's the only reason I didn't play it.
Other problem for me, yeah. I like my PC. My PC is mainly RTS, 4K, turn-based games.
SWTOR's pretty
I don't
old.
really like moving around with a controller and mouse. I've never been great at it.
Yeah, I hate keyboard gaming, just in general. If I was going to get a game like that for the PC, I'd need a controller, and it has to be able to be used with a controller.
They've gotten better with the controllers, so it is a lot easier. Most games have the support for the Xbox controller. I've just found out with my PC, I can Bluetooth it to my computer, and away we go. But still, some games, like a shooter, you're at a disadvantage if you're using a controller and you can't do the mouse.
Yeah, I suck with a mouse. It's pitiful. But I played Unreal Tournament, the first one. That's the last shooter I played for PC. So I was 13, I think, and it was old then.
But yeah, give me a new KOTOR.
Yeah.
Come on, Disney.
Drop EA.
Yes, please. Don't use EA for it.
No. I would love to see just Rogue Leader again with more missions and the same gameplay. I love the gameplay of Rogue Leader. There are other space Star Wars games. I think most of them are for the PC, and so I've never played them. But a good console ship shooter would be fun again too. That's one I still play.
I think there's a bit in Battlefront. I never really got into it. Yeah,
there are. I did some ship combat when I played the first Battlefront, or the newest first Battlefront. Yeah. The last one that came out on the PS4.
I didn't really like the first Battlefront. It just felt too repetitive too soon.
Yeah, well, it didn't have even a single player mode, which I don't know if the single player mode for Battlefront 2 was worth it, since we just watched the entire thing on YouTube to get the story. And the story wasn't great.
Bad.
I mean, it wasn't bad.
I didn't mind it either, though.
For someone who's as Star Wars starved as I always seem to be, I enjoyed it. But it wasn't... I don't know. I just want it to be better. I want the games and everything to be taken as seriously. Well, especially the games. The games are what really lack, but the comic books are usually pretty good. The books are usually really good. Sometimes they suck, but I wish the games had that big of a relevance to the overall story. I know they don't want to go too hardcore because they still want the casual moviegoer to be able to see a Star Wars movie and know what's happening.